Hi, this is Lisa from Local King Rubber Stand. Today's tutorial is actually I got an idea from one of you. There's a viewer and she left me a message. I'm really sorry I didn't mark down your name, but I did leave you a note to thank you for the great idea. So she was mentioning that this 3D will be a nice gift for anybody else. So and easy to make and it looks so pretty, right? So she told me if I can make a card to go with this, that will be even better. So that's why I decided to create today's tutorial. I'm going to use exactly the same thing, the same orchid, same butterfly, and the Mr. London Frog to create a card like this. Is very easy. And I'm going to talk a little bit more because you guys want to know how I started Local King, and I'm going to share with you how did I start the Local King and when did I start the Local King rubber stamp. And also in the end of this tutorial, I am going to give a makeover to Mr. London Frog. We're going to do something to make him even more attractive. So let's start it. Okay, so we're going to create this background. If you have been following my tutorial, you probably realize that I don't really use a pattern paper because I know my viewers, they always like to buy exactly the same thing that I'm using. If I use the pattern paper, some of the pattern paper, they probably no longer available. And then, so I don't like to do that because you see it, you want it, and you can't have it. That's so bad, right? So usually in my tutorial, I always create my own background, so that way I don't have to worry about I can't find the pattern paper. So in today's tutorial, the only thing I'm going to use is this happiness background, and this is maybe on the right side you can see they still see the pretty color. And then actually I will show you how to create these with a black background. So this is one of very popular background stamp, and it just looks pretty with everything, just like the words stamp. If you don't have this one, you can use anything, you know, instead of it. That will work too. So do you remember when I was doing my tutorial, I always asked you to save your scrap paper like this, okay? And also like the butterfly. So that's how I created this beautiful background stand. You won't believe how easy. So for this orchid, I have the positive and also the negative, and I am going to use this is Cougar cardstock. It's just a little bit thicker, it's 100%, and then you can use any cardstock you like. Okay, so I'm actually use this positive die cut as a template, as a stencil. So you can use the negative one too, or you can use a positive one, doesn't matter. What I like to do is, but when I blending, I try to avoid to touch my paper because I always get the fingerprint. So I try to avoid that. And I'm going to use just this reposition tape. So this is like a double-sided tape, but they are reposition. So you can just temporarily stick that one there, and they help you to blend, so that way you don't have to, you know, hold it and blend it. So I only use two color, just one light color, one dark color, and I'm going to use the magic mushroom. If you don't have a magic mushroom, you can use a makeup sponge. Okay, so just find the tool that you have, and then use it. So you don't have to buy exactly the same thing I'm using. Okay, so just to give a little bit color, I use or magic mushroom is just faster. Okay, so that's just apply some color. And the trick is that when you apply this one, you always do, oh, depends. Sometimes I do like a circling, sometimes I do the brushing, but this one I kind of just from inside out because I want to have like a dark color and the light color. Sometimes I really wish I can speak a better language like English, because I really like short of a word to describe. But I hope my video is clear enough. You know me, so you can figure out what I'm trying to say. So it's kind of like a puzzle. Just put the words over there and then make a story. Okay, so kind of show you, and then because it's a reposition, I kind of created something like this, right? And then I'm kind of just rotate it, and also you can flip over, so that way, oh, if you want, you can flip over, but be careful those are glue, so that way you have a two different direction. And also that's we can use the other one. we can use the negative one. Okay, so the good things about these magic mushroom is because you can totally control it. They are so easy to cover the color, and then you probably kind of tired of this magic mushroom, right? I'm really sorry, to do that, because this is our brand new product, and we was counting on bring those product to the show, but all the shows canceled, so we end up to have a lot of these inventory stuck at our warehouse. So that's why I kind of keeping using it. But I'm going to move on to something soon. So this is a positive and this is a negative. That's how I created this beautiful background. And then it kind of looks so artistic, but it's just from your die cut. Okay, so I'm kind of just give a little bit touch up. Okay, like this, and then now I'm going to just use 2 color. So this is Robert Naker's color fuse ink pack. It's small, the price is reasonable if you want to have all 48 colors, but if you don't have it, like I say, use what you have. I use a dye-based ink pad because I like they dry faster. You can use pigment, but don't use your magic mushroom with pigment because they will kind of stay on top. You're going to have if we don't clean them well, they become hardened, and that will ruin your magic mushroom. So don't do that. You can use a regular makeup sponge. If it's damaged, you don't feel the pain, but you don't want to use the magic mushroom to do that. So kind of just rotate it, and then fill it out the gap, and then be gentle, and then just brush a little bit from kind of inside out, like a sweep. Okay, you know what? I just received my new camcorder, and unfortunately, I have to return it because it wasn't true. It looks actually 10 pounds more in front of the camera, so I returned it. I'm looking for the other one. Okay, and hoping that the other camcorder will arrive soon. Okay, so that's what's the background, and I think that's pretty good already. Okay, and then this is something else we can do. Okay, so I am going to stop right here, and then I am going to do the butterfly. And then remember the last few tutorials, the butterfly in jar, I actually just save all the template, and we are going to just find the 2. I'm going to use blue, and same thing to rub the color on top. Okay, you can tapping it. That's one way to color them. Okay, and then one corner, I show you one corner, you can tap a little bit harder. One corner, you can be a little gentle. So that way your butterfly have a few different colors. So let's do this. Okay, so here's something about me. A lot of people ask me, so how did you start your business? And how did you get a local king? So today's tutorial, I'm going to tell you how did I start my business. I started my business exactly like you. I started by spending a lot of money. Rubber stamp is so addictive, right? Once when you started, you just want to have these, you want to have that. Even after 10 years, I'm still like that. I want to have these, I want to have that. So I started by spending a lot of money, and then one day, and then we all try to hide our bills. I'm like that too. So one day, my husband just saw like the shipment keep coming, and then he just say, "What is this?" I said, "Oh, this rubber stamp is so addictive, right?" And then I just keep buying. And then he say, "Well, shame on you." I say, "Why shame on me?" He say, "Why don't you, you went to the art school. Why don't you, design? Why you use other people's artwork? Why don't you, use your own artwork?" And then I just realized, yeah, he's right. If I start to design my own stamp, I will never ever to buy other people's stamp, right? So that's how I started my rubber stamp business. I started designing. And then in the beginning, when I design my stamp, I always design the things I like. But the problem is the thing I like, it doesn't mean it's popular. So it took a while to adjust my designing. But I can tell you that I'm actually better and better. And then I design the things I like, and also I consider the marketing and what the people like. So the butterfly is always a popular a subject, like topic. People just love butterfly, dragonfly, flowers. That can go wrong. Okay, so we're going to use the happiness background stamp. So and remember, when I do my background stamp, I don't really stamp the image, because the background stamp is a kind of big stamp. Sometimes if your table is not flat, or sometimes when you put your stamp under a acrylic block, if there's a little bit air bubbles, usually you don't end up to have a nice image. Okay, so I'm going to just stamp like a 2/3 of my stamp. I don't like to be too busy because I want to leave some room to for my butterflies. Okay, so I just kind of rubbing some color here. That's how I create this beautiful background. Isn't that easy? And then I am going to just add this magic is the day you were born. Happy birthday. Okay, so I'm going to just add that one. Okay, so for the words, it's better you use stamp positioner, or just make sure we want to have a nice clean. But if a boo-boo happen, we can always fix that. And then I have some butterflies. Okay, so you can always bend the wing to make your butterfly like a 3D, right? So that's how I create this card. And this, isn't that the awesome gift to go together for your neighbors, mother-in-law, definitely not sister-in-law. Okay, so but I'm gonna leave this one because I can't. Oh, see, you can put the Mr. London frogs here. That looks just pretty, right? Okay, and then I am going to actually show you. We're going to give a little bit makeover to the Mr. London frog. Not London frog, London frog. London frog is a Canadian pharmacy store. So I'm going to show you something else. Okay, shall we continue? Okay, so now we are going to give Mr. London Frog a makeover. If you want to know how did I get the name for the Mr. London Frog, you got to watch the tutorial. What was that tutorial? I think tutorial 134, the animal butts car. So you want to watch that one because it's going to be so funny. So this is my first London Frog. Have a kind of these cutie eyeballs. And then after that, I want to make Mr. London Frog a little bit evil. So I try to make the red eye. But after you put the red eye, I like the red eye, but I found out the red eyes are not that, it doesn't really pop out. So I was kind of playing my balls. No, not playing my ball. I don't have a ball. I was kind of playing my eyeballs to figure out how I can make Mr. London Frog eye pop out more. So I come out with all those eyeballs. Okay, so and then I really want to, so I already color my Mr. London Frog. One is more yellow, one is kind of blue. They all really pretty, right? And then I really want to give this one the yellow eyeball with a little bit red, a little bit black. But I go through all my draw, Navu, whatever, these kind of three-dimensional glue, and I don't have yellow because the yellow color, I don't really like yellow, so I don't really have yellow stuff. So I don't have a yellow color, but I really want to give him a yellow eyeball. So it was a kind of play around, and the most close color is this one, but this is kind of, what's this color? This color is called, I don't have a name. Jewel drops. So the color is transparency, so it doesn't really give me that bright yellow. So and I tried the green. This green one is kind of cute. If you have the chameleon, you should watch the tutorial number 98. I do have a very cute chameleon stamp image. And then I try all different color. I like that one, but I really want to have the yellow one. So I can't, but I don't have it. So I find the solution. What I do is, I think it's a great idea. You are going to make your own color. So you're going to use, so with this kind of technique, you can create any kind of ball, any kind of eyeball, I mean. any kind of eyeball by using the marker and the clear drop. So you're going to just draw a yellow. So this is what I did is I just draw my frog. The eyes are yellow, right? And then you are going to just put the clear one. So I'm going to bring more close. Okay, so bring the clear one. So that's because the clear one, after it dry, they're actually showing your paper color. This yellow eyeball is actually a clear drop. So any color you have for your foundation, that eyeball is going to be that color. Isn't that great ideas? And then I am going to just put the red on top. And remember, make sure all those fluid have to floating to the bottom. Oop, this is not red. This is a pink. Is this a pink? Oh, that's okay. So today you have a pink eye. And red color is there. It's kind of funky looking, and I think with this, oh, this is red. And then do a little bit black on top. Okay, make sure all the, okay. And you can kind of just tapping it a little bit. So that way, those eyeball is going to, that look like a nipple. That looks like, that looks okay. Can you see? Okay, after they dry, it's going to be clear, so it's going to become yellow. But at this moment, it's kind of, you know, looks odd. Okay, so now I'm going to do my frog. That's cute. And then we are going to do the frog. If you want to do the like a white color, you can just use white. But I really want to have the yellow eye, and I really color the eyes are yellow. And then I am going to use the blue, sorry, not blue, the clear one. Okay, so clear one, make sure all the glue is on the bottom, and then just apply on top. Okay, and we are going to do a little bit red. Oop. A little bit red, kind of just poking it, and we're going to do a little bit black, just tiny little bit. So with a clear drop, you can, one is big, one is small. Okay, and after they dry, I will take a picture to show you after they dry what's it look like. After they dry, is going to become the yellow eye. Isn't that cute? And then same thing, I'm going to do the blue. So I don't have a blue drop, but I really want to have a blue blue eyes. Isis, and going to do. Oh, I like to ask everybody a favor. Remember last tutorial I was measuring how long my little finger pinky is, so it's less than 2 inches. Can you go grab a ruler, and if anybody's pinky is shorter than 2 inches, can you leave me a message? Just curious, how's everybody's pinky? What's the size? My husband's pinky is like a 3 1/4. That's long, and mine is only 2. So let's do the clear one. And I don't have a blue, so that's going to be blue. And I'm going to just do black. No, actually, let's do a little bit white in the middle. Oh, I have a purple. I have a green too. Oh, let's do this lime green. Isn't that interesting? So that's just inject. It's like when you put the icing on your like cookies, and now it doesn't really show that color, but believe me, after they dry, it's going to show the paper. Oops, just fall. Oops. So let's just give a little little bit touch up. Okay, so that's going to be the blue eye. You see? Okay, and then for this one, the first Mr. London frog I made, I am going to, you can see this one, see, I just give a little bit white and then red and black. So that way, after you apply that on top, it's going to give you some like eyeliner. So this red is going to pop out more like this. So I think that's oops, I just smear one of the eyes. Okay, so that's how I create all the eyes here. And then for this card, we can just place Mr. London frog here, and then I think, oh, let's just find my phone tape. Oh, I can't find my phone tape. Oh, here. Let's just finish this one. So put just 3 foam tape here. And then you can even put some dot on the mushroom. Anyway, anything you like, decorate your card. And so the card actually have a cut, right? So that's his little hand. Give me high five. Cool. Is that cute? So all local kings die cut have some small cutting there to help you to make a 3D card. Why not? It's free, right? So when we make a card, it doesn't matter. It's just a little bit extra job for me when I create the die cut. Okay, so look at these two. So if you don't want to make a 3D OK project, you can just make a card, and then look how beautiful those card is. And you can remember last tutorial was showing you how to use the gold embossing and then the black embossing, and you can play around. If you do the scrapbooking pages, you can do the scrapbooking pages. So I always keep those one because you never know when I'm going to use it again, right? So that's what it look like. Okay, so I am going to, you know, post the photo, the final photo. Wow! So if this happens, see, I just squeeze his eyeball off. So if this happen, you can fix it. While they are still wet, you can do again. Just be careful. Always, you know, after you apply the color, put them away from your desk, so that way accident won't happen. So I'm going to just fix it out later, but you already saw me how I do the yellow eyeball, right? Okay, so this is Lisa from Local King Rubber Stamp, and I really appreciated all the review and the comment, and feel free to leave any comment and let me know any good idea. I will always create the tutorials for you guys. Thank you for watching. This is Lisa from Local King Rubber Stamp. See you next time.